For years, Selena Gomez has been Hollywood's golden girl, the ultimate survivor. She built an empire on being perfectly vulnerable. She shared her deepest struggles, lupus, a kidney transplant, and a lifelong battle with mental health. And in doing so, she became untouchable. She was the star who couldn't be criticized because she had already been through the worst. But behind the flawless image and the constant narrative of authenticity, there is a much darker, more complicated truth. The question isn't just about her face, or her weight, or her relationships. The question is, what is the price of being the world's most authentic celebrity? She has consistently fought to control her own narrative, but the speculation, the accusations of fake vulnerability, strategic relationships, and hidden cosmetic work has never stopped. How could the most authentic star in Hollywood be caught in a constant battle over her own truth? What if that vulnerability, the very thing that made her an icon, is the same thing that is now costing her everything? Let's unfold the hidden cost of her perfectly vulnerable image. To understand the cost, we must first understand the foundation. Selena Gomez is not just a celebrity. She is a survivor. Her diagnosis with lupus, a chronic autoimmune disease, and the subsequent life-saving kidney transplant are the undeniable anchors of her public narrative. This is not a PR story. This is a medical reality that has defined her life since 2015. But this medical reality comes with a cruel public price tag. Lupus and the necessary medications, particularly steroids, cause unavoidable weight fluctuations and facial changes. For a woman who grew up in the unforgiving spotlight, this is a constant, brutal battle. The public, however, doesn't see medical necessity. They see a celebrity who has let herself go, or more recently, one who has had too much work done. The criticism she receives for her changing appearance, the weight gain, the puffiness, the subtle shifts in her face, is relentless. It's a vicious cycle. She is criticized for the physical effects of the medication that keeps her alive, and then criticized again for trying to manage those effects. This is the first great paradox of her vulnerability. She shared her deepest pain, and in return, the public felt entitled to comment on the most private aspects of her physical health. Her vulnerability was supposed to be a shield, but it became a spotlight for her deepest insecurities. The world applauds her for surviving, but it simultaneously punishes her for looking like a survivor. This constant public scrutiny is the invisible pressure cooker that forces her to make impossible choices. The ultimate commercial manifestation of her vulnerability is Rare Beauty. This is not just another celebrity makeup line. It is a brand built on the explicit mission of anti-perfectionism and mental health advocacy. The brand's success, now valued at over $1 billion, is proof that her message resonates. Rare Beauty's mission is simple: to break down the impossible beauty standards that plague the industry. It's a powerful, necessary message. But here lies the second, more subtle paradox. Can you build a $1 billion empire on the concept of not being perfect, without that concept itself having to be perfectly executed? Selena is the face of anti-perfectionism, which means she must be the perfect example of imperfection. She must be authentic, but not too messy. She must be vulnerable, but not too broken. She must show her flaws, but only the ones that are relatable and manageable. The moment her appearance changes in a way the public doesn't approve of, the moment she looks less like the relatable girl next door, and more like a Hollywood star struggling with the pressures of fame and health, the entire narrative is threatened. The brand's success is inextricably linked to her ability to maintain this delicate balance. If her health is the foundation and Rare Beauty is the commercial empire, then the Hailey Bieber feud is the necessary external conflict that keeps her story alive. The feud is a media obsession, a simple Hollywood drama, the good girl ex versus the mean girl wife. Even though both women have tried to end the drama and move on, the media and the fans will not let it go. Why? Because this conflict is incredibly valuable for Selena's public image. The feud puts Selena in the role of the perennial underdog, the victim, the one who was wronged, the one who deserves happiness. This role is vital for her vulnerable brand. It gives her fans a clear reason to support her, to protect her, and to believe that she is constantly fighting against outside forces. The feud is more than just gossip. It is a strategic tool. It gives her a clear external enemy that takes attention away from any personal struggles or contradictions. It's a constant reminder that she is the one who needs defending, which makes her fans feel even more emotionally invested. The real cost is that she can never truly move on or be free of the past, because her public story needs this constant fight to survive. The pressure of maintaining the perfectly vulnerable image forces her to make unconventional choices, and her relationship with music producer Benny Blanco is the most recent example. After years of being linked to glamorous, high-profile stars, her choice of the unpolished, unconventional Blanco was a shock. It was immediately framed as a sign of her authenticity, a star finally choosing a real man over a Hollywood facade. But the moment the relationship became serious, the scrutiny intensified. Their marriage in late 2025, followed by the highly controversial speculation of a lavender marriage, fueled by Blanco's public behavior and the quick, quiet nature of the union, reveal the impossible position she is in. The public demands authenticity, but when she delivers it in a way that challenges their expectations, they immediately search for the hidden motive, the conspiracy. The lavender marriage speculation is the ultimate expression of this doubt. The public cannot accept that her choice is simply her own. They must believe there is a hidden, strategic reason behind it. This is the ultimate internal cost. Her personal life, her most intimate choices, are constantly being analyzed and reframed as part of the larger, calculated narrative of her brand. She is forced to choose between a conventional life that would betray her authentic image, or an unconventional life that invites endless, cynical speculation. The pressure from all these fronts, the medical reality, the anti-perfection paradox, the necessary external conflicts, and the cynical speculation about her love life, is suffocating. It's a constant, relentless siege on her authenticity. That perfectly vulnerable image is a golden cage. It allows her to build an empire, but it strips her of the one thing she needs most: the freedom to simply change. The freedom to be a complex, evolving human being, not just a brand. Or to even seek cosmetic help without it being framed as a betrayal of her entire brand. The hidden cost of being perfectly vulnerable is the impossibility of imperfection. Every perceived stumble is analyzed, criticized, and weaponized. So, what do you think? Can Selena Gomez ever truly be free of the narrative she so carefully constructed? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe for more stories that unfold the truth behind the fame. Thanks for watching.